Roxy Garrity was a media professional living in New York when she decided to settle down in 2017. She says her daughter Delaney arrived in 2018 after she and her husband Hal relocated to Raleigh, North Carolina because of his job. Less than 18 months later, COVID-19 paralyzed the country, and Garrity says she had to make compromises in her career to be at home with her child.
I was never completely out of the workforce, but it did change. Work changed a lot.
Statistics show the pandemic disproportionately affected working women compared to men. Many sectors initiating layoffs at the start of the pandemic were those that relied heavily on female workers. More than 2 million women left the labor force during the height of the pandemic, many forced to do so because of school closures and to ensure their kids were properly cared for. Still, other moms tried to juggle both the needs of their children while holding on to their jobs, aided by remote options.
I took a few freelance jobs that I could do strictly at home, remote on my computer, that I would do during nap time if she was playing with my parents, her grandparents.
Now, more than 3 years after the pandemic began, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services has declared the virus is no longer a public health emergency. And many employers have been ordering workers back to the office, leaving millions of U.S. working women with a difficult decision. Having discovered a better work-life balance with remote work, they must now commute to work for at least a part of the week.
And I do have the flexibility to kind of pick those days. Say if my kid's going on a field trip on a Monday, I can make sure that is my remote day, go on the field trip with her, and then catch up with work later that evening. And I feel like if that wasn't the case, I probably would not go back to work.
Many are not on board, saying without a hybrid schedule, they would quit. That includes Garrity, who recently voluntarily returned to her job helping others navigate daycare and elder care issues. She says the time spent at home taking care of her child and the flexibility her job affords has made her a better mom and a better worker.
I have more life experience, and that's what I think makes a good manager. I can relate to other people that had just had a kid.
Karina Mitchell, CGTN, New York.